But those are, oh, wasn't expecting that. Snack attacks, missing digits, and Christmas tree kerfuffles? Holy cow. Today we are breaking down and reacting to all of the imaginative medical scenes and gruesome injuries from Happy Tree Friends number 11. Let's dive right in. Brain freeze. There's a quick trick. If you actually get brain freeze, you can try to either push your thumb onto the roof of your hard palate. There's some nerves on the top of the roof of the mouth that you can actually warm up to prevent that or to get it to go away fast, or push your tongue against the roof of the mouth as well. Oh, he's like, is he frozen to it? Oh my gosh. You ever see the movie Christmas Story where the kid is double dog dare to put his tongue on the pole? Don't do that. The way to be able to get your skin off of that cold surface, you need a liquid basically, preferably warm. That's probably the fastest, easiest way.
You wouldn't happen to have a cup of warm water, would you?
Wow, it just ripped his face off. You don't really see that too often. Typically, we see lacerations. Lacerations to the face end up healing really well. Now, if there's tissue that is actually ripped off and removed, you may need donor sites to help with that on the face. It just depends on how gaping of a wound it is. These small puncture wounds, if they don't go very deep, you do have to clean them out really well, and trying to clean them out is actually quite difficult because they're holes. Puncture wounds actually have an increased risk of getting infected because they're hard to clean. Okay, hot air balloon. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh! He's gonna get some horrible road rash just burning off the tissue. We see this most commonly in motorcycle accidents. You slide on the ground. If you're not wearing Kevlar pants or leather pants that can have some abrasion resistance, you're just gonna have to get a skin graft. Oh no! Electrical high wires. The biggest thing that we worry about when we see these is when, say, somebody hits into one of these poles and it comes down and it's like a wire that's on a car or whatnot. You don't want to touch the ground and the vehicle at the same time, and you're just going to pass through. What? We got two kidneys, we got a heart, the eyeball on top, actually quite funny. Good idea to try to land on a tree to maybe lessen the fall, but that was a big mistake. Oh gosh, don't jump. Oh, zing. Oh my gosh, this is so bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
There's a kidney just hanging out. At least they have the kidney depicted appropriately attached in the middle, where basically all the vessels go into and out of, as well as the ureter. Oh, ripping, wow. Attached to the spine, ripping the vertebral column, so you're having a rupture of all the ligaments that are keeping it attached together. That was intense. There have been issues where people get propeller injuries. Typically, you don't see like big propeller injuries. They're a model plane, smaller things. They've seen pretty bad lacerations and deep wounds where you actually need a subspecialty surgeon to actually put these back together. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Okay, first off, gotta pick the iron up. You don't want that just sitting there burning. It's gonna burn your clothes. Ah! Gotta get covered. Turn around. So why is he confused? Is there a gas leak in the house? Do you have any example of how you not have an outlet? That's electrical fire hazard right there. Oh my gosh, burning of the face. The burn probably is more likely a first degree, maybe a little bit of a second degree. It just depends on how long it actually stays on there. Oh geez, oh geez. Why is there... Oh, flying at... Come on!
Come on!
Bilateral eye injury into the brain with this probably would not cause that. Probably cause some soft tissue injury. And obviously there's not that much blood going on in our eyes like that. The face is mostly more fluid than anything. There's a major blood vessel in the back, but again, wouldn't bleed this much. I mean, it's a funny depiction. It's like soup coming out now. I see a lot of power equipment injuries. The kitchen ones we typically see are fast spinning blades, food processor, or blender, where people stick their hands in when something's caught and they slice off a finger or cause lacerations. But those are, oh, wasn't expecting that.
Did not see that coming.
We actually see bite wounds all the time. Human bites, animal bites, both have dirty mouths and both require antibiotic treatment. Typically, it's actually about the same antibiotic. Most of the time, it is a type of penicillin derivative. Oh, there's the finger. Oh my gosh. So what do you do if you chop off a finger by accident? You want to stop the bleeding. You want to find the appendage, maybe wrap it in some wet gauze or something like that. Then maybe put that in a bag. Get ice water and put that in a bag and put the finger inside. So you don't want to directly touching anything that's super cold where it can cause a freezer burn. Let's get it. Oh my. Don't ever squeeze stuff. That is the same thing when, like, say somebody comes in with an eye injury to the hospital. You don't really want to touch the eye because then you can squeeze the goo out. Oh, okay, you get a heart.
You've got your heart.
So at least they depict the heart really well in the sense of like the different attachments. You have multiple different attachments on the top. Usually people depict it as like 4. Oh, we got a kidney. We discussed like organ transplants. There is a time limit and they need to be cooled down. To cool down because you want to slow the processes down. They need to be sterile, clean. You need a recipient to be able to give these to. Oh, needle to the eye, very common. I've seen this many times. And what ends up happening is, depending on how it penetrates, how deep it goes, will cause issues. So if it's just into the globe, it could get infected. You worry about the fluid and the foreign body in there. But then if it messes with your retina in the back, it can cause permanent vision loss. So a lot of different things can occur. It just all depends on where it hits in the eye. Duh. I love how he's like so satisfied and feels much better after he rips out his own eye. Yeah, please don't do that. Killed by your own piggy bank. We get a lot of people that get crush injuries that go to the hospital. Objects fall on an individual or the individual falls from a large height. You just want to examine the whole body because you never know if there's a distracting injury where you're like, oh my gosh, there's blood everywhere for this like ankle, but yet you missed something else. Whew. Happy tree friends, never fails. I don't know if they have prior training, medical knowledge, any of these things, but it would be awesome, wouldn't it? But if you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out this playlist right here. Make sure that you binge watch everything and make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching and stay healthy, my friends.